Helokawans, I am Little Cat, your master of games, and I'm here to bring you tasty RP on Immortal Part 2, a high-level D&D campaign. A big happy birthday to Kang, who is playing Bume, also known as a bunch of other names. And we're gonna give some inspiration points because I'm a GM like that. Valerius gets an inspiration point for pouring his heart out and being dramatic for 3 hours and yeeting a gerbil. Bosk
Yay, it's fun.
and Kunlug also get an inspiration point each for being evil for 2 entire sessions and almost wiping out the entire party. Good job, friends. With all players present today, we start with a recap. In session 7, we continue the sessions of combat, which quickly devolved into very dramatic pleas from Valerius to his old comrades before they banded together, finally, to vanquish a large, terrifying amalgamation-type creature. The aftermath was finally observed when all the surviving villagers corralled themselves and was found beating out the last 2 ambling zombies before taking rest in a nearby home. We left last session with the sounds of anguished children weeping for their departed parents. Departed might be a very simplistic term of what is essentially parents turned into jam. Does anybody want to do anything before an hour passes and you get a short rest? I also would like to remind you that it's 11 o'clock at night on Krera. It's dark. The time is yours.
I would like to recover 1 hit point so that I can actually use a short rest.
Okay, so, you are... Valerius, where did you put your friend? Is he on the rug?
Ghost is on the rug. Everyone else except for Mume is on the floating disc.
Okay,
I can give
Ghost...
him a heal thing so he can wake up.
A ghost is on the rug. Before I do anything, let's see. I mean, this was supposed to be rolled ages ago, and it hasn't been a long time since you were knocked out. But just for the funsies, can you roll me a 1d4?
I'm sorry, who was supposed to roll the 1d4?
Sorry,
Mike.
ghost. Ghost.
And you are muted, Mike, if you're trying to speak.
Oh,
I
nice.
roll an
4.
entire
That's
4
what we like.
hours plus. Also,
Okay.
evil Bosk, how many shots did you give him?
He is about the size of a small bear, so enough to put down a small bear.
Small bear. He's
I'm gonna say-
insulted.
I'm gonna say 2 shots.
Well, a
Um,
medium-sized bear would be more appropriate. Small by bear standards.
And you can't will yourself awake, Ghost. You're in sleepy, dreamy brain castle time. You're having a conversation with the voices in your head. Your friends, however, may do something.
Yes, we will give you hit points, don't worry.
I will shoot
Wait.
you and heal you.
Wait, so this white fluffy thing is Wendigo?
Valerius nods and
I
it's like,
poke with finger.
he goes by Ghost now. So,
Okay.
out of respect for his privacy, let's refer to that to... I nudge my head in the direction of everyone else that's not part of our original group.
Right. What
So-
happened to him?
Do you
I
like,
lift his arm and then let go and he goes flop.
do you like bugbears like age really fast and he's old now? Is that why he's all light-haired?
I'm
Is it a
not sure.
disguise?
But if you're wondering
I
what
open his
happened to
eye
him
and look
as
at
to
him.
why he's unconscious, that would be because of you two.
Okay. Pause. Bosk was doing something. He open eye. What?
Yeah, like you know when they open the person's eye and look at the eye and be like, oh, this
You're doing
person
a-
is knocked out.
You're doing a pupil check.
Yes.
Valerius, you know what's going on. You know the confusion that you felt when you first woke up. You know the jarring emotions that slammed into you when somebody told you essentially what happened and how much time has passed. And you see similar, although your friends just came out of essentially what was very harrowing combat. They haven't had time to parse this information.
I bring the floating disc closer and I gesture to it. You guys want to sit down first?
Oh, okay. Are you sure it's okay to leave him like this?
Valerius looks at Ghost like, I'm not sure what you pumped into him to knock him up for this long. That I'm not sure if a healing spell will get him up or not. But I can try. Valerius holds up his gun.
I'm assuming we're looking really confused.
Yes.
We don't remember doing this.
I
Does
shoot.
Ghost look like Wendy, but like larger? Is face similar?
You would have to move a lot of the fur and fluff aside, but like it looks like you let everything just grow out.
The paramedic in me just pulls out
Oh.
the shaver. All right, let's go to
Yeah,
town.
it's like okay.
Does he still like have Wendy's eyes, kind of, so to speak?
The eyes are different.
Maybe
Like
they
they
aged
used
him.
they used
Maybe
to be
we
like some
aged
sort of
him.
white or unnaturally used to be white, and now they are like they have a blue tint to them that's a bit more normal than like the dead white thing from before.
Ah, okay.
I'll have a seat as well, like on the ground, and just look at both of Bosk and Gunlug. Guys, how much time do you think has passed?
Oh, I don't know. We've been knocked out, right? Could have been anything.
Ballpark.
Weeks, maybe.
Ballpark it.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way to know for me.
It was it winter before?
Weeks, months, maybe. Looks at Valerius to gauge how much he has aged, but something's happened to him.
We look.
Gesture to Wendy.
I look at my stuff, which is all different, but like I look the same, and Busk looks the same, and you look the same. But Ghost looks.
Guys,
Weird.
we were captured. We've been
Yes, I remember. That
Right.
much.
we've been held hostage for over 200 years.
What do you mean?
It's not possible.
Like they put us on ice or something? I look down at my hands to see signs of aging, realize I'm wearing gloves, take off gloves.
As you take off your gloves, make me like an insight check. Make me an insight check.
Insight. Oh, 20.
You look at your hands.
That's not normally.
They're definitely your hands, but you feel something under your skin. You feel different. You're not sure how yet. But you also
I-
find that a lot of what you're wearing is completely not you. Very off brand.
Yes, but well, that could have been done in like half an hour. I
No.
do feel a bit strange. I visibly like scratch the back of my hand as if something
Guys,
was inside.
I'm not kidding. It's really been 200 years since we were all conscious.
It's not possible.
How are we alive then?
I don't know. The matriarch, she and her people did something to us.
It took you guys that long to wait, so you were captured too.
Yeah,
Right.
I just got out of it like a few days ago. I point at a ghost lying on the carpet. He and a friend of his, Snoopy, I think, and some freedom fighters, I guess, broke me out of prison.
Okay, so he looks like he's aged 200 years. That kind of tracks.
Like ages? Or
No, we don't know what happened to Aegis, and something's happened, guys.
wait,
bro-
wait. It can't be 200 years. What about our families?
Guys, Bror is gone.
Where are
What?
we?
Valerius sighs and he pulls out the map. Well, the recent map that he has. Then he points to the area where Bror is. It's like, Bror's here. He draws the finger up north to where they are. We're somewhere here.
Okay, I'm
We are
familiar
leaving.
with this territory, I think. Like that's where I worked like before time skip.
Yes, you worked in various places up north, actually, so you are aware of what the map is supposed to look like.
This is all different.
Wait, so what's been happening in 200 years?
Well, Bror is no longer. Well, it's not a city anymore. It's ruins from what I've been told. The Valeris points to this section that has like the blue circle drawn around it. That's
Uh-huh.
Ice Root College. It's different now. It's more advanced. It's the heartlands of whatever land this has become. It's climate controlled as well.
Well, if the matriarch is in charge of everything, that makes sense. Wait, I still don't quite follow. How are we still alive?
And
I-
where's our friends?
I wish I had answers to those questions. I really do.
Okay, so I
I don't
guess...
know.
So you were woken up like a few days ago,
4
and then you came
days.
to find us.
We stumbled upon you, actually. We were supposed to find. Valerius like points towards the group of refugees to see where Mino and Mimiu are talking. We're supposed to find that girl over there. And when we arrived in this town, you guys were trashing it.
So we just happened to be out here just destroying a town
Wait,
for fun. Is that what we do now?
we
Mm.
haven't been destroying any towns. It's
Y-
like you're
Well,
not making any sense.
Guys,
I like
we
look out the window and then I'm like, well, someone did that.
Valerius pulls out his tablet and rewinds his helmet footage to like the middle of the fight in the instance where both Bosk and Gunlock were directly in front of a child intent on harming it.
You mean
And
him?
him, yeah. It's like, guys, during these 200 years we've been used. Apparently, we've done some pretty terrible things to garner monikers. Apparently, I'm the armored demon.
Wait,
I
rewind that bit, and then Bosk will like gesture you to rewind a bit.
Yep, I push button,
Okay,
rewind.
so you rewind to the part where I like stab your arm
Yes.
and do 1 billion damage, and I'm like, oh.
Yes. That hurt, by the way.
I look for the rapier that I supposedly have. So I use one of these now. Huh.
Do you feel like you can use it?
I mean, I always could, but not very well.
As you pull out the rapier, a little notebook also falls out.
Oh, what's this? I guess we should go through our stuff. I pick up a notebook.
Gurnard this whole time is still kind of staring at the screen. Even if you're not like really showing anything on it anymore, it's just like incomprehension.
Okay, while you're consolidating your emotions, we go to Mume. Mume, what are you doing?
I am currently with the two kids. That is currently, I I assume would be sobbing at the pile of mess that was their parents.
They are experiencing a deep amount of grief right in front of you, right in front of the strawberry jam that exists on the floor as it is being slowly frozen over, as you also realize that the house has been broken into and it's not necessarily weatherproof at the moment. The kids are also beginning to shiver.
I go and like put my cloak around both of the kids and says like, I know it's a tough times, but you both should go get inside. At least there's some warmth while you think about what happened.
There's no fight from them as they listen to you and they get up. you you see that the siblings, you think they're half dwarven. One of them looks like mid-teens, the other one younger, much younger. The younger one is holding on to her brother, and as she's crying, she's also mildly coughing. But the brother leads her into the house, or into the safer, more covered area of the house, which isn't very weatherproof again, and have parked themselves in front of the fire.
All right, I will be at where I'm standing. Look down at the pile of well, going to froze over leftover of the parents. I going to take out a trinket, uh, a feather that is as heavy as a rock, and then I speak to it. It seems like I speaking to no one, but I speak to it and says like, I know what you want, but you probably should hear me out before you decided that you would like to be free. Let it respond.
You don't sense any response. You feel that it may be waiting.
All right. So I'm not sure if you can see, but you should be able to see even while you're in there that there is. Look, I look around at all the corpses, dead people, undead alike. That there is not a single soul to be seen, right?
At the moment, only fire that is
Not
slowly
soul
dying
as
down.
in like soul as in like living creature, but soul as in like the dead ghosts,
Yeah,
spirit.
as
Yeah.
far as you can see with your ability, there's no floating souls.
I have heard that the matriarch is gathering souls. When people die, they don't pass on normally. There is a magical feel around this kingdom that she set up that is trapping everything, including. And then just for a moment, I flicker my hand just like temporarily into ghost walk form, but not able to hold it, but just showing it to him and flickers out. Every souls are trapped and be sucked to her. And I believe that your wife is probably being taken not in the kindest way possible, off taken, likely devoured as well.
You feel that the soul that you hold in your hand is very confused. This is too much. Make me an insight check.
Okay. Where is it? Oh, there is. A17.
You know what you're doing to this soul that you have entrapped is akin to info dumping. And for a farmer or somebody who used to work in the village, this is a lot. And you know for a fact that you won't probably get any answers from this particular soul until they consolidate this information.
So I'll give you this. I am not going to let you go, but I'm not going to torment you or use you in any way, shape, or form. Digest that information as you must. until you have a clear answer that you want to ask, feel free to talk to me. You know how to talk to me. You already did it once.
You feel some sort of tacit agreement. But again, the soul is consolidating, is compiling all the information that you have dumped as much as a soul can, but it's a lot.
All right, and then in that case, I will put the trinket back into my trinket bag.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I want to ask you one question.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment before I leave my other party, do I know who holds the other part of the stone, sending stone?
It's entirely up to you, but I would say the most entrusted one with all the goodies is your wizard.
All right. In that case, I'll take up my. Uh, I look around to see if anyone is actually looking at my direction.
Make me a perception check. And for the rest of you, make me a perception check to okay, anybody with a higher passive perception of 20.
That's not me.
Make me a
rolling.
perception check to see if you listen to the mumbling.
Higher than 20 or 20 or higher?
20 or higher. Sorry.
I don't have the +3 anymore. Never mind.
Okay, so 20 or 28. I would say with a 20 you're still consolidating, you're still trying to understand why a human, actually two humans and a half orc is still alive after 200 years. For Valerius, you've been awake for longer than them, and you're still in panic mode.
Mm.
And you hear the mumbling of Mume. He seems to be having a conversation. You catch the words barrier, souls. Very disjointed, not enough for you to make sense of the entire conversation that he's having with himself.
I'm gonna explain my thought process the minute I hear this, because it ties into my own backstory. Valerius now thinks that Mume is part of the remaining Rikers. Because
Okay.
Soul Project.
Okay. That is yours and yours to keep if you so wish.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I will like tell our party members. By the way, guys, me and Ghost are not too familiar with Mume just yet. Our new cat friend, sorry, and he's
Right.
talking to a rock.
So he's with you. Did you guys bring anyone else?
Is he crazy? Does he usually talk to rocks?
I just heard him. I'm whispering this, by the way. So I just heard, and no, we were traveling with insert name and insert name siblings before this. Sorry, Van and Bureau. Thank you.
Yeah.
Van and Bureau. They were part of the group that rescued us along with Snoopy. Well, rescued me, I should say.
Right.
There is a encampment not too far from where we are right now. We offered help to the leader of the caravans.
Wait, so the people that came here to save this village, it's just you.
It was me, Mume, and it was Ghost. And we weren't here to save these people. We were here to find a person, Minnow. And is Minnow like within eyeshot?
Yes. You are speaking very quietly. Just before I forget this, Mume, you do accidentally see one of the people just look towards you, but they don't seem to be paying any attention to you per se. It seems like a cursory glance kind of thing. Anyway,
Is it
so
one
how?
of the survivor? Question mark.
Yes, Yes,
Okay.
it is Mino specifically. So how this looks is, imagine you're in a very long room. It's a kitchen with a dining area, and on one side is a fireplace. On the other side is a table that can fit 6 people. You see the survivors sitting around. You see Minu sitting down and quietly speaking to them, asking them what happened, if everybody is all right. She seems to be more focused on the children, and she seems to be more uh, friendly with a really, really old guy. Like, you think human? Like, really old. A dwarven women. They seem to be holding each other's hands and consoling each other. Another dwarf who is garbed as a priestess. She seems to be very used to them already. So she's focused on the prepubescent boy and the siblings. But they're discussing how and where they should go. Are they keen on leaving? And they pretty much don't listen to any of your conversations. They're just making sure you're still around.
Is this place safe, Valerius? Can we rest here?
Well, since the threat to this village was you guys and
People
you're
are going to
not-
be coming here to get us out, I imagine.
Yeah, we can afford to stay here for at least until dawn, but then we gotta keep moving.
Right.
Besides,
where
are
we
we
have a
going?
quest giver. Remember the person that we said we're here to rescue? We're gonna report back to the quest giver and let them know that Minno's safe. From there, me and Ghost were planning to head to Broar.
Right.
Well, what's left of Broar anyway.
Gunlog, do you have any notes on your person?
Oh yeah,
Um,
what?
Right. And Gunlag starts kind of like looking at herself and her gear and like checking her pockets and like tucked into her shield, like on the inside the straps, there's a little really ornate book.
Does it say anything about what we were meant to be doing here?
Hold on. She just opens it and starts flicking through, I suppose, and start reading.
Because from what I found in mine, it looks like we did this, or I did this. There was
And
some.
Gunlag just kind of stops reading and just looks around and just looks really lost.
There was some project here. It looks like I was testing something, but also this village needed to be destroyed. I don't know.
How could we be doing this without knowing? How is
Valerius shrugs and again he reiterates, I wish I had an answer to tell you guys, but
like, is
from
it
Mind
other people that's
control,
been like in
magic,
our
I don't know.
bodies, or like what?
it seems our consciousness was taken away from us. At least we weren't. I don't know how to explain it.
Anyway, I don't think we should rest here.
Well, we can
Right.
head back to the caravanners where me and Ghost came from. That's probably the safest place we have at the moment.
Yeah, someone could come looking for us. Is that
How far away is that?
Game Master, do I recall how far away is the encampment from here?
It took you 2.5 days to get here. But that was
yep.
you three
We're not.
alone.
We're not gonna be able to get there before the sleep.
Yep.
Right. So the reason why I'm worried is that whoever dropped us off to finish the job will probably be coming back to pick us up. This whatever happened here isn't supposed to take all night. I wrote about a camp nearby, which was where I was hiding out before all this happened. If we can find that, that place should be safe if we can sneak there. Well, if we cover our tracks there.
Do you mind if
rather.
I have a look at those notes?
Here,
All right, grabbing the notes and trying to figure out where this camp is. Can Valerius tell a general direction where it should be?
How detailed are your notes, Bosk?
okay, so based on the notes that I wrote out, it indicates like on day, let me see, on day 4, there was a person that I encountered that walked past my camp, and he was heading on the way to another settlement, which I didn't have a name for.
You think
So
that
it should be in that direction.
you think that the best person to ask actually would be Minu, who is more aware of directions and things. And Valerius, you remember that Minu was said to be one of the better trackers. Just as you have this conversation, Bosk especially, you hear more coughing from the young girl. And from
I
your
don't suppose
reading,
there's anyone here who's trained, is there?
From what we understand, medics and healers are few and far between these days.
GM.
Lucky
Mhm.
me,
Can
I
I say
guess.
something out of character that seems pretty important?
mm-hmm.
Sure.
The whole leeches thing and all that?
Oh yeah.
So
Okay, wait,
yeah.
one by one.
okay.
Go ahead, Kang.
Okay. So I also hear this coughing, right?
Yes. It's very obvious because every so often you hear a cough. It seems to be quite a dry cough and a very chesty cough, but it's a bit like somebody getting the flu. And this is
I
particularly interesting to Bosk because of her notes.
Right.
Continue, Kang.
Oh no.
okay, sorry. I want to, because of what I think who started it, and by the notes that I have uh given, yeah, including the thing that I'm supposed to do here. I know that at least one of them is considered as the doctor. So I am going to knowingly walk over to the group, seemingly where boss is. Um, excuse me. And then look towards the. Are you wearing a mask now, or are you not?
No, I'm not
But you are
wearing a mask.
wearing. Are you? But you're still wearing that hood, that entire.
No, it would be like down, I suppose.
Okay, so, just uh making an intelligent guess, because like 1, 2, 3, and you are the only one. So, um, I have to guess that you are doctor.
Some would say that, yes.
I implore you to look at the villagers. I sense something might be wrong.
I look at my bag of stuff and the notes I have. Do I have I have like healer's kit, but at the same time I have 2 points of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
How difficult would it be for me to sort of, well, I guess those with bad symptoms would be quite evident. All right,
think
I'll
given
see. How many survivors are there actually?
there are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including all of you guys.
Including
And
us, there's 7.
sorry, 7
Not
plus
including
Minu.
us.
Yeah, not including you guys. Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
English.
I'm like, oh damn.
English. That's quite a lot.
All right.
So how many is that? 8, 13.
Right. I'll be with them in a moment.
12. Math.
I talk to Valerius because Gunlog is still staring into the distance, right? Processing things.
A
Gunlog,
little bit. I'm trying to look at Wendy because
Gunlog?
Valerius is trying to heal him, and I'm just
Hello?
kind of observing.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello?
Ben, can you
Can you
hear?
hear me?
We're doing a seance.
Okay.
Ben.
Hello? Okay, I think
Hey,
I
Ben.
disconnected and I didn't realize.
Oh.
Right.
Where did I fall off?
So many things.
We-
So
yeah,
you
we heard
asked
the whole time.
where Gunlag was. She is now
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
a
yeah.
medicine check. Continue,
Oh, okay.
Ida.
Yeah, so Val is trying to heal Wendy, Ghost Wendy, and Gunlag is just kind of observing, but it's a little bit of a 1,000 yard stare going on at the same time. Like she's not, she's trying to like focus on it because it's something in front of her to focus on, but definitely not all there. And then she's still got like this little book in her hand still, and she's like, she started opening it, but not fully.
I would say with an 18, thanks to the help
No, it's
of
12
12.
because
Oh, I thought
disadvantage because
Val-
you're exhausted.
Oh, wait. I thought Valerius is giving you help.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
so
Sorry,
you
I
take an
thought you were
18.
doing the thing. Okay, yeah, sorry.
No, he's
No
helping
worries.
you. He is assisting.
I'm
Um,
assisting by like pointing out nonsense
He's like,
with my super low wisdom.
I will help you with gun.
They're like, is this important? And Gunlag is like, that one is, this one's not.
Is that,
Um,
I see. Curry.
By right, Gunlag, with the
Mm.
healing that Valerius had given, Ghost should be waking up. But he's not, and then you remember that Valerius said something about drugs or something being given by Bosk to
Yeah,
Ghost?
boss pumped him full of something earlier.
And you think,
Good DM.
yes?
Does it count as poison or disease?
I was just getting there. You think that whatever Bosk had administered could be some sort of narcotic, especially since you've worked with her before. She has concocted various tinctures and things that can knock people out. You distinctively remember when you had to break into a mob boss's house during a quinceanera, during like a birthday party, and watch as people just passed out and went to sleep thanks to Bosk's smelling salts.
Right. I don't think I have prepared.
Ah, Ghost is immune
Oh,
to
Ghost
disease
is
and poison.
immune. Okay.
Eh,
Just doesn't work.
never
It
mind.
just doesn't work. It is, I would say it is a poison. A mild sedative sort of poison. So, I will leave it up to Ghost as you decide whether or not you want to pop back up. And Gunlag, you're still sort of thinking about this.
Okay. So Ghost got healed for 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's going to snap right back into defensive mood.
Oh, Valerius
Uh,
jumps back slightly.
He's going to wake up with an uppercut to the opponent or the nearest target.
That's
Okay.
probably me then.
Let's flip a coin. 1 Valerius, 2 Gunlag. Like roll a d2.
Do it. Look,
wants to
I
roll?
think Gunlag has definitely earned it. She put him down.
2. Oh. Yeah, you get
Fair.
socked in the face.
Valerius
enemy.
dodges. Goes
Actually,
to find him.
roll me an attack. Like
Okay. This would be 17.
Wow, does not hit.
Gunlag, you
But
dodge.
also, I don't. Gunlag isn't putting up any defense. She isn't dodging. She isn't holding her shield up. She isn't.
Oh, okay. So do you take this?
You can choose to take the hit.
Yeah, you can choose to
Yeah.
take the hit.
I think she does.
Okay.
All right.
Like she wouldn't step into it, but she's just not doing anything to defend herself because it's not
This
in her
is
mind.
you take the damage. At the same time, this is observed by the survivors and by Minu, who is now taken aback by this, because they just saw like a giant hamster sit up and punch someone, and is
Ghost,
on
ghost, ghost.
defensive.
They're free. They're free. They're free.
Sprint and run.
Go.
Lol.
Okay. Valerius does the helmet radio thingy and just speaks into Ghost's mind. They're free. They're free. Calm down. Calm down.
Okay,
We've
okay.
broken them out of it.
While he's taking off and you're trying to placate him, Mume, you watch this happen.
Hmm? I do ask them, do you want me to go and chase him? I probably can chase him.
Yeah, go talk to him. I need to tell Valerius something important.
All right. And then I just use my feline agility, try to get up to him and tell Ghost is like, oh, they surrendered. They surrendered.
Okay, Valerius, I have bad news.
Valerius sighs like, we've been getting a lot of that recently. What's up?
Okay, so from what I can hear, and then I gesture to the coughing people, there's a good chance the people here are infected with something.
Valerius does the fist into open palm gesture. Right. 1 second. Valerius pulls up his tablet again and rewinds the helmet cam footage to the worms.
Yes.
I wouldn't say there were any worms per se.
Sorry,
It was
the,
just a lot of like black,
yeah, the tar, the goo.
mucusy, yeah, goo.
Yes. Whatever it is that I was working on, they don't have very long.
Before what? They turn? I whispered this, by the way.
Maybe. Or just die.
Wait, so did we do this?
According to this, we did. And I hold up. Well, I did. Your job was something else.
As soon
There was a
as
phase 2.
he said your job is something else, Gunlag, you remember commanding a troop of constructs to stay in a
With
house
swords for hands.
with swords for hands to stay in the house, and you're pretty sure they're still there, and they are just across the river.
Huh.
Anyway, maybe your magic will be able to cure them. I gestured to Gunlog, who has healing magic, but
Mm.
I'm not sure.
What kind of ailment do you think it is? And I need some time to kind of prepare that and rest and I don't even know what I've fucking prepared at the moment.
Right, they should have at least a few days if we're lucky. DM, would this be considered a poison or disease or something that cannot be wished away with lesser restoration?
At this point, make me a medicine check with advantage. So a normal
A
roll for
normal
you.
style roll. Let's
Yes.
go.
Ooh,
29.
29. You get a flashback in your mind as you really think about this thing. But at the same time, you find yourself sort of unconsciously putting your hand in your bag, which holds 2 vials of the liquid. You did see it, but it didn't click. As you handle this thing, you remember that at this point, this is merely a disease that corrupts the body and prepares it for continuous corruption when the body dies.
Okay. So it should just be able to be magicked away like any other disease.
For the moment. But they don't have a lot
For
of
now.
time. Just as you think that, Minu's face pops up in between the 3 of you going, wait, What do you mean they're sick? I mean, people were dropping like flies. I was here for a week.
A week. Which well did you get water from?
I don't drink well water. And then she opens her jacket to show like three different um water bottles, water skins. I have my own. For safety reasons, like you don't know what's in the water in certain towns.
You drank your own water for 1 week?
I mean, we have snow everywhere.
Okay, that's probably good then. You're probably all right.
She takes a good sigh. Wait, is it like a cold? Do I get infected if somebody sneezes on me? I mean, they weren't sneezing on me. And then she points to the four people, the priesty looking one, the female dwarves, and the old man.
Do I know how this is transmitted?
You know that they would have to drink directly from the water or
Okay,
get
you should
some
be fine.
salivary contamination.
No one bit you or anything like that, right?
No?
Okay, then you should be fine. I wouldn't share water skins with anyone.
Right. It's a good thing I haven't done that yet. And then she picks out one water skin that she has hanging the lowest, and then she walks to the table and puts it on the table, and then she out loud goes, "Well, this is for you. You can continue to drink it.
It's yours now. Okay. This is good. We should be fine. They should be fine. But what we need to do is leave this place. It's not safe.
And she nods. What do you need? I'm a pretty good tracker. I can get us to places. Although I don't think we'll get back to camp fast enough considering we have all these people in tow. And then she points to the three kids and the really old man.
Yes. Okay, so I had a campsite less than a day away, but I can't remember what it is. Where it is. I say that it's between here and the path that leads to something something. And it's made such that it would be hidden, like pretty well hidden, I suppose.
She looks to
Can-
Valerius. Hey, I saw that you have some kind of bug. Maybe it
Ah.
can help.
Yep, 1 second. Then I key up the radio. Floaty, get over here.
We jump cut to the running ghost. Hot on his trail. Actually very, very near because of the dash action and the other dash bonus action. Is Mome.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
we can-
am trying to convince Ghost to slow down. He is not buying it right now.
It's
At
been a
the
while.
at the end of it, I shout, but not sure if Valerius catch it. But I call out to him.
I would say you're pretty far out of earshot, considering every 6 seconds Ghost can move 100 and you can move a lot more.
yeah, because
Yeah.
he has cunning action, and then the monk needs key points.
Yeah, so I think you're way out of earshot.
Yeah.
So Ghost is running. Coming here was a mistake. Trying this was a mistake. Getting back into this was a mistake.
What is a mistake? You come here to save those two, isn't it?
You're not them. I don't know what you are.
I am who I am. I come here for a reason. I found it.
That does not make me trust anything.
You don't have to trust me. You trust your friends. Aren't they your friends?
Not my friends.
Doesn't sound that way. You know two of them particularly well, even though you said you're not their friends.
Who I thought. Now leave me alone.
Why are you running?
You want me
Simple.
to fight?
No, I'm not trying to fight you. I'm asking why are you running? There's a reason for your actions. They have already
I'm
surrendered.
bleeding.
Wait, what? What did you say, Mike?
I'm bleeding.
I'm sorry, you are actually cutting
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
He's
You're braiding.
fool.
Oh, bleeding.
Bleeding?
Yes.
I look at him. Is he bleeding?
Yes.
He
He's
got knocked
so
down to
hurt.
0
He
HP.
got whacked. Like he's
Real
not doing great.
hard.
Uh, I can't heal you. The one scan is back at safe place.
I'm going where I'm safe.
I stop dashing and let him run. I sigh a little bit. Come back to us if you feel safe. I believe 3 of them will miss you. I then try not to look where he went and just dash back to the group and let Ghost go where he please.
Okay, Ghost, you are confronted with yourself once again as you keep running. The wind starts picking up as you are going quite fast. And you hear the voices in your head begin to chime in, specifically the voice of the older woman. She seems to be asking you to exercise caution in your sudden break. Consideration, perhaps. And she is speaking with the most kind, understanding tone. How do you respond to this?
They hurt me. They hurt me.
You can feel the voice. If she had hands, if she had a physical being, you could feel that she has opened her arms to you for a hug. But you know that is but a figment of your imagination. These voices exist as memories. But that doesn't stop you from feeling at least the tiniest form of acceptance, if you so wish. Uh, Another voice, a younger woman. Again, you hear her voice like bells. She cajoles you as well. She says something to the effect of being hurt is part and parcel of life. But being hurt reminds you that you're alive. And then the voice of bells step back, allowing the emotions, the warmth, the physicality of the older woman to come through.
Don't get hurt. I don't get hurt. I hurt people. I don't get hurt.
You feel a more serious male voice speak up, this time very gruff, very to the point, commanding your sense of goodness, sense of authority, sense of uh, right and wrong, or what's socially acceptable to be right and wrong, pulling you towards what Mume had said. Something about saving people, friends, shonen manga shit. It doesn't have the warmth and safety that comes with the voice of the older woman, but it does come with a sense of authority and the intention of pressing matters being at hand.
I don't know why I came this far. I don't know what I expected.
All three of these voices in unison ask you to speak.
I You can't be hurt if you don't feel. I'm feeling everything. Yeah.
They, with a sense of togetherness, they channel their hurt to you, but in small amounts. You don't feel physical pain. You feel loss. You feel that they are channeling towards you what could have been. They also channel towards you what they have given up to save others. The accomplishment that they feel, although there are things that they wish they could finish. One would say they remain with you because they have unfinished business. But the emotions that they give to you, with the pain, the anguish, the hope, mostly a lot of hope amidst the pain. And the older one and the voice of authority reminds you that pain goes away.
Pain goes away. You can bury it. You can dig in and sleep, and tomorrow will be different. Uh, he starts looking around for the ground to see where he can dig.
All around you is a chance for you to dig a hole into the ground. The world was always your oyster. You have always thrived on being alone. You have always been self-sufficient as Wendigo. But as Ghost, you hazard to say that you have found semblance of, for want of a better phrase, humanity. But the voices in your head stop it from hitting you full force.
Can't be alone like I was. Would never have fallen before.
You now hear a more dangerous female voice, sharp, as the pain that it inflicts upon your very soul, laughing and laughing over and over again as she explains to you that even if you didn't meet them, even though nobody came for you, you would still feel this pain, and she would be enjoying every minute of it. The laughing continues, but you manage to block it out, like tinnitus. The feelings of warmth continue upon you as you find soft peat on the ground. You think this is soft enough for you to dig through, if you so wish.
Need to fix myself first, then see what tomorrow brings. He's going to dig in and try and recover.
Okay? You are, I would say, in the middle of nowhere because you ran helter-skelter, and you didn't really take stock to hide your tracks, unless you have a thing that can help you hide tracks.
No, he wasn't thinking of that while fleeing.
Yeah. I would say that Mume would know roughly in which direction you were heading, but they have all left to go to have a conversation with the rest. So I will say that you dig a hole and you are now being a wombat underground.
Yes.
The laughter of the sharp, piercing voice, vile, continues in the background. Okay, we go back to the rest. I forgot what you guys were doing.
Sorry, Sha.
Yeah.
Can I add something?
Yeah, sure.
While I'm running back, um, because I was kind of slightly interrupted by the coughing, that I was going to do a sending.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, I do want to ask that if I remember if my wizard friend knows Undercommon.
They are all trained in Undercommon because they work with you, and you are a team essentially. So they are well equipped to have the correct conversations.
All right. Then while running, I just because I do not have the time, nor I think it will be a good place to speak. I'll take out the stone, and then while running, I just like talk to it and say, I press the stone so activate the sending stone function, and I say, "Whisper, Ripper here. Guitar Village has been purged by the matriarch. If you don't hear me for 1 week, then consider me MIA." That's the end of the message.
Okay. Tell me who this whisper is. Like, just tell the audience.
All right. So Whisper is a part of a team that that Mume, quote unquote Mume, work together with, is a wizard. Their real name is Liana Trickfoot. You probably won't see them, but that is who they are.
Okay. As a DM, this is an opportunity for me to give you some information that Mume has. Essentially, Mume has a team that you can send out to do fetch quests and other things like like level 6 shit, because you are very busy as a people trying to run away. So you can call them up and say, "Hey, I need health potions," or they'll call you up and say, "Hey, there's this thing that we have to do. Please pick one so we can go do it." That's essentially what it is. You hear back from Liana, from Whisper, in code, telling you, "Roger that."
All right. In that case, I will put my ascending stone back where it is, and then rush back to the group.
Okay.
I think the rest of us were seeing if Minu could find us a camp outside of the village because
Correct. That's
we're
what I was
worried that
doing.
village might not be safe. Also, I
Um,
don't know if Gunlog wants to bring the constructs.
okay, so we'll go with Mino first. Mino agrees with you that it's a bad idea to stay here, especially knowing that the constructs are still, hanging out in that house, and there are still shambling creatures that were once human, or humanoid. She had gone to Valerius to ask for his help with scouting the area. She goes, um, I I think I know which one you're talking about. I did see a guy sort of pass through, and then she double checks with you who he was, where he was going, and she's like, I think I know which camp you're talking about."
Yeah, I think that place should be safe for us to bed down, at least for tonight anyway. But we should probably leave soon.
She nods. We're gonna have to ransack some of the houses, considering, they're not kitted out. to go anywhere far. So if you would like to help me maybe spend about half an hour going through these houses, this is the fanciest house in this area, but I think if you go to the town hall or you go to the mayor's house, you would probably find better equipment. We're gonna need traveling supplies. We're gonna need. And then as soon as she says traveling supplies, she looks at you and she's like, "You didn't poison the food, right?"
No, I don't think so.
Good. We're gonna need some rations, especially for the kids. Maybe get some medical supplies as well, because that kid doesn't look great. She points to the boy who has been staring essentially at the wall, trying to figure out what just happened, and he is clutching the shoulder that it seems to have been burnt through.
Oh.
Right. I can probably see what I can do. I have some stuff on hand that I could treat him with. Valerius, could you help? Could you help Minu find the stuff she needs?
Okay, Valerius is going to help you.
I probably can't get far as I am right now anyway.
Okay, Valerius goes with Minu to collect things. They
Yes.
are going to be away for maybe like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, as the real Valerius is on a call right now, so he will return.
Yeah, I shall treat the boy with
Okay.
what I have.
He lets you.
Make me a medicine check. You can do a cursory without medicine check because you're a doctor. You know all these things. You take a temperature. You look at the wound. You recognize it as. Kunal, remind me, was it necrotic damage?
Yeah, that was almost 5th level inflict wounds.
Ooh, yeah. So it is a reminder that a necrotic spell was going to be fired through this child, but had not made contact in a way, or it didn't fire through, but it did leave remnants. You see a hand
Charged up.
mark,
Oh, okay.
and it's sort of burnt. But as
Okay,
you
so
as
is
you
he
also
dealing with like missing HP or is he like also sick?
he is not dealing with missing HP because he got it full up. He's just going through trauma. Now I would like you to make a. Actually, no, you don't have to do a perception check. Your perception's pretty high, right?
It's average.
Like more than 15?
No.
12? 10?
More than 12.
More than 12. Okay, good enough. You cut the cloth that has melded itself onto his skin just to clear the area before you start cleaning it with bits of ethanol. And
Okay.
you see on the same shoulder towards the back some kind of boil, and it's got
Ooh,
like black goo spread under the skin.
that's not normal.
He's not
Okay,
coughing.
Will this boy tell me his name?
Yes, he will speak to you. They're all very amiable to you, although quite scared. He's still very confused because you did. Gunlock tried to kill him, and you were holding on to him. At some point,
I didn't try to kill him. I tried to chase the metal man.
You were very scary as well with your mask. But now that you're not trying to kill him, he is a bit more amiable, especially since you're being very tender with his damage, essentially. He
Mhm.
he mumbles his name. My it's like a prepubescent voice, so the voice goes high and low, even though he's trying not to. And he
Mhm.
introduces himself as Meyer.
Okay. All right, Meyer. So, do you know when this on your back started to form?
He subconsciously itches it, like he scratches it. Um, it's been I haven't really thought about it, but it's been kind of itchy for about a few days. I don't really remember.
Hmm.
Is it
Okay.
bad? And he cranes his neck to see, but he cannot quite. What
It's not
is
the
it?
worst. We should be able to get rid of it sometime tomorrow.
What is it? It's real itchy, ma'am.
Do I know what it is? Like, what does this sign indicate?
You're not entirely sure. You're the only thing that you're sure of is it is considered a disease.
Mhm.
You think that a cleric would be
Ooh.
able to
I
sort of-
have a spell actually.
Oh, okay.
Call detect poison and disease.
Okay.
So I can cast that, and then I will know what everyone around me is afflicted with.
Okay, so how far does it have to be?
The range is 30 feet
Okay, they are
from me. So I
they're
cast it on
definitely-
myself,
yes.
and then I will kind of know everything around me.
Okay, so you cast that spell on yourself. You gauge this kid first.
Yep.
He's quite ill. He's mostly in pain. The disease on his shoulder is spreading. You feel his life energy start to ebb away,
Oh, okay.
but very
That's not
slowly.
good.
And
Okay, very slowly. We have time.
as you sort of go pass by pass, we go to the siblings, the half dwarves. The girl, she's mildly coughing. The infection seems to have taken root in her chest. Which is why
okay.
she's probably coughing. But the infection looks new. And then you look at her clothes and you look at her brother's clothes. Compared to Meyer, they seem to be a little bit more affluent.
Okay.
The boy
girl is
doesn't.
more affluent. Oh, right, because the girl lives in this house, right?
Yes. So both of them, the girl and the older boy, lives in this house or lived.
Yes, because they will not be living here anymore.
Indeed. The boy doesn't show signs of illness, but he has about the same amount of infection as the
Okay.
little girl.
Okay.
And then the two dwarven women
Mm-hmm.
have traces of the illness, although it doesn't seem to be consuming their life.
Okay.
The priestess and the old, like, we're talking like old. If you look at the human male, he looks to be like 95. He's rickety
God
and
damn.
old. He's healthy. He is so healthy.
So the old man is the healthiest fellow.
Yeah, but you think like he shouldn't, he technically shouldn't be alive. You're not sure how he's alive. And the priestess is also very healthy. She seems to be taking care of the rest.
Okay. So if they will listen to me, I will ask them to make sure not to share drink skins.
The priestess looks up this time, since
I've
they're
returned. What have I missed?
welcome. You are now
Hello.
on the search for stuff for
You're
camping.
looking for supplies with Minu.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm okay. Got it.
yeah. Anyway, so the priestess now looks up as the voice of the table. Thank you. I also noticed that you, no offense, but you were ransacking this town. And as she says that, she asks for permission and she casts Zone of Truth.
It's a long story. Oh, yes, of course.
I mean no disrespect. I'm just wondering what happened. My name is Miss Turnen. I'm a cleric of the Forge Mother.
I nod.
And we were hiding out in the chapel just downriver.
Right. So, according to what I have pieced together, it seems like myself and one of my friends were sent here to dispose of this village.
She's taken aback, but also a zone of truth is on, and she's unsure of what to make with this information. She goes,
I don't quite remember what exactly we did.
I've heard of certain methods of controlling people, but I've never seen it in real life. Are you feeling all right?
Am I feeling all right? Well, I'm really tired. I don't know what they did to bring me back, but whatever it was, I wouldn't be able to walk 30 feet without some form of exertion.
Come, let's sit down. We're all going to rest until what's his name? The person with the armor and Minu comes back, and then I'm guessing we're going to head out.
Yes,
If
we need to
that's
head
what I
somewhere
heard.
safer.
I
If
cannot do much in terms of all of them. And then she looks at the children specifically, and she's like, they seem to be quite unhealthy. I don't have a lot of strength today, but I should be able to do something about it tomorrow.
Right. I'll see what I can do to help with their symptoms for today. And if we're in luck, by tomorrow you'll be able to purge whatever it is out of their systems.
I don't know what it is, but I feel some kind of disease.
I nod and describe the disease based on what my spell is telling me about the disease.
She is horrified, and the explanation does take all of the zone of truth.
Yes.
And she's just like, so all of the shambling dead people, the ones that came back to life, the ones that were scratching on the chapel door.
I nod because true, yes, true.
That's right. Let's just make everybody comfortable. I think. And then she looks to Gunlaug.
Yes.
I feel a kind of kinship with you in that you are some kind of cleric as well.
Yes, yes, I suppose. In a way.
I'm not about to question who you serve or what you serve, but I think we can work together in making sure they're all comfortable.
Oh, definitely, yes, but I think I'll need to rest first, and tomorrow I can kind of prepare myself for doing all the cleansing rituals and magics that, yeah. I need to just kind of refresh and reset myself a bit, I think, first.
Yes, it's going to be quite a long night. I trust what Minu is going to help us with. She's essentially what's been keeping us safe throughout the whole ordeal. This started a week and a
It's like
half
a
ago.
guilty expression on Gunlag's face. She's not really sure what she's guilty for, but she realizes she's had a part of whatever has been happening here.
She sees this and she very softly holds on to both your hands, puts them on top of each other, holds them. If the situation is correct and you're in the same boat as this miss here, it's not your fault. I will have to say that We were under the employment of the matriarch. Per se, we were the producers of grain and meats. But it looks like our purpose has been served, or we didn't come up to snuff. It's nothing we can do now. It's not your fault. She pulls out a chair.
When she says it's not Grimlock's fault, she pulls her hand back.
She lets you do that. She still pulls out the chair. Like it or not, you're still guests here. And I'm still one of the caretakers of the Forge Mother. And then she disappears into what was the room. And she takes some of the blankets off the bed. Very, very cold at the moment, but it's the best that they have right now. You watch her essentially take the blankets and warm it up at the side of the fire. She puts the two children into one of the blankets and, you know, cuddles them asleep. The little boy is still, like, kind of stressed out. He's just staring at the wall. Dead eyes.
Fair.
You are now just observing people, mostly trying to make sense of the situation. The two dwarven women are softly speaking to each other. You hear whispers of love, encouragement, and you watch them sort of play with rings on their fingers.
Can Grimlock just kind of like find a place along the wall and just sit down and look at the ornate book she's found on herself and just kind of finally open it?
Yeah, for sure.
Start
You can
reading
find
through it a little bit.
there are walls and walls. You can sit wherever you want.
She'll read a little bit, just kind of like not everything, but just kind of rifle through it and just try to see what is the like contents of this book and what.
Okay. We're gonna cut to Valerius and Mino. Valerius, make me with advantage investigation check.
Okay. 27.
27. It doesn't take you very long as you go from house to house. You pretty much hit the more expensive looking houses, the ones that were built taller and with better materials. So no straw, only the straw mixed with mud. You know, those kind of like old houses. And you
Okay,
manage to collect onto your Tensor's floating disk several travel gear. You drag along with you a what would you call those things? A sled kind of thing to transport people. Blankets, you find yourself 10 days worth of rations.
Okay, whatever that doesn't fit onto the disc, I just dump into the hole of holding. The hole of temporary holding.
Portable hole. Yes.
Portable hole,
Can.
yeah.
And I say 10 days worth of rations that can feed everyone, yeah?
Oh.
So 10
interesting.
times a lot. Minu stops you from taking any more well water, and she says, "It's fine. We can just boil down." And then she starts telling you how to. So no, she starts telling you about her idea of constructing some kind of water treatment system that you boil water and then it can condense into pure water. And you're like, yes, I know that. Yeah, it's normal. Totally cool. Yeah.
Very easy to do. I
In
can
this
whip one
cool-
right now.
And she's like, good. And eventually you come back to the house with all these things. The sled, unfortunately, does not have anybody or anything to drag it with. Since
Can
all
I-
the horses are dead,
Ah, I see. Well, we still bring it there anyway. Couldn't use
okay,
it for
you
anything
drag
else.
it. It's not difficult, I would say. Especially if you have stuff hooked up to you, you make a machine out of it. You get back with all of these in tow, and you watch as the two kids are sleeping in front of the fire. A kid is staring blankly against the wall. Gunlag is reading a tiny, tiny book. Maybe bigger than palm sized. Was it? Yes.
They are like slightly bigger than palm size.
Yeah. And it's very ornate, and you recognize that this is definitely not the Gunlag aesthetic. Like that is such a strange thing for her to have on her person.
I was like, oh, is that like a mini? It was like a Mark's manual.
We'll get to that. And you
Okay.
watch the everybody just talking. The old man is observing.
We're taking okay, so I've apparently missed out a bit when I was taking a phone call. So we're taking these children and the old man with us.
Yes. For if
Okay.
they stay here, they will likely die.
Oh God, Ben, you're so loud. Let me turn you down a little bit.
That was
Jesus
sudden.
Christ.
I was also not prepared for that.
Okay. All right. So we're taking them with us. Any other survivors from the town?
Unfortunately, no. As you look through the stuff, you did dispatch a few of the shambling creatures.
Okay,
Very
just
quickly.
pew-pew.
You also realize that Mino is not equipped for combat. She's very slippery though, like very hard to catch.
For sake of, so she has no weapons whatsoever.
She has daggers, but she's not like you realize.
Oh, she's kind of like me then. Not really built for combat, but can still figure it out somehow.
Like you can whoop ass. She can hunt chickens.
I see very well. Okay. I'll start bringing the supplies over to the center of the camp and start distributing to people, and yeah, I'll start finding empty vessels that have not been contaminated by people and start filling them with water. So I'm gonna use shape water to do this
Okay.
and just start melting snow and levitating the water over the fire to boil it.
Okay. I will allow this. I mean, you can go the normal route and just get a shovel.
Magic kettle.
Magic kettle. I mean,
Get a
Invisible
shovel.
kettle.
You do need to put it in a container though, and there are many kettles. This is a house. This is somewhat affluent house. There are pots and pans and kettles for you to use to boil water. The problem is they are still contaminated.
I
Busk will tell
indicate-
you as much.
Which kids are like still sick and like, okay, these are their water skins. They can use them until after tomorrow, where hopefully they magically get better.
okay. I asked Bosk, is there anything we can do to decontaminate these vessels? Maybe we can sterilize them somehow.
Yes, that should work once we're somewhere safe.
Hold on. Valerius is like I'm looking through my spell sheet to see whether if I have burning hands.
Don't you already used like all of your
Boil
spells?
water.
They're like water skins, though. I think if you burning hands.
No, no,
that's
no.
fine.
I was referring to the kettles because Shah
Yeah.
said there was a
So
few kettles that
there's
were
a lot of
contaminated.
like metal containers that you can use to boil, and there's also like you know those pots they use to cook stews
yes.
in. It's
Mhm.
dirty though, so
You know what? Just to be safe, Valerius pulls out of his bag of holding his cooking pot and boils the water in there instead.
yeah, that checks out. Yeah,
Not gonna.
it's
touch that,
definitely
okay.
cleaner.
Yeah, so I'm gonna distribute supplies, waters, and whatnot, and make careful, clear not to get close to the people that are infected or cross-contaminate nonsense.
Mhm.
Wait, where did Wendy go? Or Ghost?
Valerius looks back and says, "Wait, what do you mean? Where is Ghost?
Didn't he leave?
I thought Mume was chasing after him."
Mume, you have been around for a little bit because you
Oh.
know.
Okay, so I have already returned then.
Yes.
Oh, right. So
alright,
you would have
then-
told us where he
Okay,
is.
then I will tell them. So, good, bad, and in between news. Um, First things first, I do not know what you both did to him. He is currently frightened of you both. Secondly, he's just going
Wait,
to recover. Yes,
Wendy's scared of us? Sir Ghost.
from the conversation I had with him while running.
Huh.
Yes.
Wait,
He's
what did we do to him?
Um, from okay, this is out of character. From my perspective, because I don't see anything, but I know Ghost was fighting to them. So I'm going to say I am not sure what you did, but he confronted you both and tried to take you both somewhere else. But when it came said and done, you both are the one emerge, not him.
Right.
I just
Valerius, do
look
you know
at
what
boss
happened?
like as if we could take Wendy kind of thing.
Valerius like puts a hand behind his head and just starts scratching. It's like you two
Well,
took him down.
I am pretty good with a sword now, apparently.
Out of game question, am I painfully aware what spells did they use to take him down?
You've seen
I
Gunlab
use
use
the good
like
old stab
before.
move, man.
Here's the thing. I can't remember if you were in the vicinity to see this because this
No,
happened
he
behind
left.
bushes.
I remember Ghost specifically asked you to go.
Yeah, so you
Save the
didn't
burning
see
people.
Yeah,
how.
so I want to say that you probably wouldn't see, like same as Mume wouldn't
Correct.
be able to see what happened to Ghost.
Yes, so
But
I'm gonna say
Can
you have
Gunlab kind of
no
like
idea.
wreck her head and try to figure out and like remember? Like it feels really strange for her to not remember anything, and she's like trying to remember,
Make me
pick up things.
make me a history check. I
Oh
I
no.
equate history with
Yeah.
memory, so it's an intelligence thing.
It is
Oh,
their individual,
No,
no
what?
help, right?
6.
That's about right.
Yeah, that you rack your head. You know you feel tired because you
Yeah.
don't feel like you have all of your magical powers with you. So some were spent. You're
And
just
do I feel like I've got more magical power than like I did yesterday from my
oh hell
memory?
yeah, you feel strong. Like you feel beefed. You're both feeling
Okay,
yoked.
Beefcake.
Okay.
But you just know you have some mechanically spell slots missing. You just don't feel at
Yeah.
full capacity. But you
Yeah.
also
I
saw the
feel that I've
child.
expended like more energy than I normally would have, but still having left.
Yeah, but you also know that every time you go near Meyer, he steps away from you, and you did see
Yeah, I saw the screen.
the handprint. And you think
Yeah.
you might have done that.
Yeah. Shit.
All right, so
All
I'm
right,
not
so we have our
sure.
stuff ready. We should probably leave. Valerius, do you have any way to contact Ghost?
I I was thinking that I know it's not the safest place to hunker down, but because Ghost is somewhere that I think only I could look for because I was the only one who's catching up to him.
If we get to the rough vicinity where he is, um, I can find him tomorrow, or sending to him.
Um, we run a ways away. I don't know if walking speed would get us as fast as.
Valerius whistles and the carpet flies over.
All right. I'm going to at least show you like where I stopped, and he probably went straight from how the expression he was giving. Is that all right?
Sure.
All right. Question to the carpet. I'm not sure how fast carpet is. Do I need to dash?
It is 80 feet a turn.
Okay, then I can dash. Wait,
Lend?
wait, Shah, you can't hear me speak?
No, I can hear you. I was also hearing you again through Ida's speakers.
Oops.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. It's
Okay.
sorted.
Okay.
Anyway,
In that case, then I believe you guys can catch up. I'm going to
Yep.
dash and cunning action dash as well to go the full speed just to show you guys where it is.
The carpet cannot fit more than 2 people, so I will give the carpet to Doc Boss and Gunlock, and then Valerius will just sprint on the ground.
Are we
Can you?
like moving with like the all of the people now? Because the children should sit on the carpet, if that's the case.
I don't think we're moving with everyone.
no.
What we
No,
can
right.
do is you guys can go look for Ghost, and I can go with Minu to find Thingo.
Yeah. Okay. So
Because I'll be able to
to
use my like level 1 or level 2 ranger ability to help them traverse the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
alright.
Minu nods.
If Minu doesn't already have that.
I would say Minu is like a non-leveled ranger. Like she has ranger skills, but she's not
Okay.
classed.
Right.
All right. Probably it will be just a quick glance, 5-10 minutes, and then come back to you guys. Deciding where do we set camp. But
Um,
yeah, I will show them where I stopped.
Minu nods. She goes, if you're going out, and then she looks at Valerius, you know how to follow tracks, right?
Valerius gives a unconfident smile.
I can. Mume is gonna just quickly speak up. I can.
Right.
Help
Okay.
us cover them when you follow us.
Yeah, what she said. Because we're gonna go first. I don't feel safe in this area. I don't think they feel safe in this area. And the faster we go out, the better. Also, there's a sled, but we can't really pull it.
Right. Probably need like few people job if there's no magical needs to pull the sled.
Valerius can pass the carpet over to you guys. Sorry, I can lend you my carpet. I can keep up with Mume on foot.
Can
Alright.
you?
How do
Yeah.
we use this? And then
Valerius
she steps back.
explains the what's it called, the command words and whatnot.
The mechanics of the
The
carpet.
mechanics. Minu wakes up the older brother. No, she goes to the boy who looks like he's in trouble. She goes, "Hey, Meyer, was it? Yeah.
Yes, Meyer.
How can I help you, miss? Oh, wait. I've got a really important job for you. I need you to drive a carpet." What? Drive a carpet. You're gonna make sure you and this little girl here. She's still asleep. And Mino right now is just carrying her. Get to where we're going. And then she puts the little girl on the carpet with a blanket. Here, get on. Oh, okay. Mr. Valerius, can you tell Meyer here what the magic word is? And then she mouths like, just to get his mind out of whatever he's thinking about. He doesn't look great.
Valerius snaps back to reality of thinking how to get when to go. Guys like, oh yes, of course. It's like, then he starts explaining to Myers. Like he like gently like reaches a hand towards the kid and explains all of the technical nonsense. Valerius is gonna adopt another child like he did in part 1.
Fun. Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, thanks, sweet Jesus, with advantage. Yeah, I'm gonna flash of genius that so that becomes a 6-17.
1-1-1-1.
Wait, so it's 16.
16. Okay, 16 is good enough. He's a child. And you did save him from fire, although you did leave him twice. Where did my daddy go? He went to buy milk. But he came back. It's fine. Now he's teaching me to drive a car. He takes all this information and he repeats it. As he repeats it, the carpet goes up and down. He's just testing, and then it goes forward and backward. Essentially, you teach a kid how to drive.
Yes, Valerius is gonna pull out a spare leather helmet he has in his backpack and puts it on the kid's head, and fastens the fastener.
He seems to have been distracted from his current pain and his current trauma by this newfangled carpet and helmet combo.
I pick him up when I set him on the carpet.
He's already sitting on the carpet.
I see. All right. I look at Minnow and give her a nod.
She gives you a thumbs up. She's like, I think we can go. She looks to the two ladies. Can I get you two ladies to take care of the old man? And then the old man is like rickety. I'm going to tell you, I am perfectly good with myself. I can walk. And then he stumbles, and then the dwarven ladies, the stodgier one, picks him up easily and puts him on her shoulder, and she goes, "It's all right, old man. We can do this. We've been helping you the entire time. I wouldn't mind listening to your tales of yore." As she distracts him, and all of you start moving out. Starting with the there's not much to do as you walk. To go to the location of the camp that Bosk was talking about. It's slow, but steadily you get there within about an hour. Very slow, very steady trek. In the meantime,
Reasonable.
Valerius and Mume, you guys are walking out into the open snow.
Yes, I will start dashing towards the direction that I remember. Ghost is running to.
Mume, make me a survival check.
I shall
Ken?
start dashing behind him.
Wait, wrong. Ignore that. That's wrong.
You disappear.
Sorry,
I
that's
sh-
wrong.
I
That's
shall
wrong.
also disappear then.
That's wrong.
17.
Yes.
You thought it was gonna take 10 minutes. It's taking longer than that because the winds have pushed the snow here, there, and everywhere, and it's hard to find somebody who can dig into the ground who has decided to run away. How much
Oh,
time
boy.
do you want to spend?
If I notice the tracks is getting like more and more obscured by the winds and whatnot, I'm going to take slightly more, roughly around 30, but no more than that because we have to get back. But I am trying to get to where I was, and then I'm going to point as straight as I can at the direction that I think that I'm going straight as to the direction I think Ghost went.
Okay. Um, Ghost, can you? I mean, you dug a hole in the ground. You're sorta hiding now. Can you make me a stealth check with advantage?
Okay.
Because it's been a while. It's been an hour at least.
Yeah. Also, like, just for question's sake, like, how long was Ghost left knocked out?
Maybe less than half an hour because immediately when you went down, combat ended, you went into the house. 10 minutes later, I would say Valerius gave you the cure wounds.
Okay. So, but basically, he felt vulnerable for that time, or was whatever time he wasn't aware of.
Okay.
His
27.
stealth thing.
You are so crazy hidden. Both Valerius and Mume, please make me an investigation check.
Can I get Floaty
Alright.
to assist me?
I don't know if Floaty can help. How would Floaty assist you?
Look for tracks, I guess.
Alright, how good is
Nah.
your investigation? I think you have
5
L-
plus 10.
5 plus 10.
Yep.
Um, do you need me to assist you?
What is your
Because
check?
mine is 12.
No. I think I can make do on my own then.
Okay. I
Let's
have
go.
reliable talent, so if I roll, I'll roll at least 22.
Flash of genius.
Okay.
Big.
So that's a 29.
So that's a 22 for me. I can't roll anywhere below 22 anyway.
Okay. Here's the thing. Ghost, when you go into hibernation, essentially, do you hear your surroundings? And how deep have you dug?
I would say normally when he's at peace or feels safe, he's going to go into deep hibernation. But in this case, he has dug deeper and is on edge still, trying to will things away while he rests inside.
Okay. With the investigations, Valerius, you see a recognizable mound.
Mm. I will message Mume that, hey, I think I found Ghost, but keep your distance for a bit. I'm gonna try and talk to him.
I will stay put and then just probably just sit on the snow or something like that. I'm just not gonna move and wait there.
Okay, Valerius takes off his helmet and gestures for Floaty to sit on his shoulder. He walks about 15 feet towards the pile. So, sorry, he walks to a distance where he's 15 feet away from the pile and sits down and just start calling out, Ghost? You alright? I don't do this too loudly, by the way.
Okay.
Just loud enough so that the pile can hear.
Your voice does get drowned a little bit by the wind that's surrounding you. It's not strong enough to push you over, but it's strong enough to layer over your voice.
Mm.
I'm going to leave it up to Ghost to say whether or not he hears this.
What did he call out again?
It's me, Valerius. Are you okay?
Has an hour passed yet?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, so he'll do the short rest thing.
Okay.
Short resting gives back all key points, and he will spend some of the hit dice to heal back. Well, he's going to spend all the hit dice to heal back if he can. So the mount will shift. Let me just roll for hit dice.
Whew. Mathematics.
Okay,
Mental mentee.
64 plus
Oh.
5. Let me just roll. Okay, yeah, and con plus each level, he'll be back to full. The mount shifts and then like a little white surface parts. Hilarious.
Valerius gets up with his helmet slung underneath his hand, tentatively, casually even strolls towards Ghost. You alright there, buddy? He says when he gets close enough, like maybe 5 feet away.
Is it just us?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What?
Is it just us?
Valerius cocks his head back a distance. Mume is like a couple feet away. Would you like some privacy?
The assassin can go somewhere else.
Valerius nods, turns around, and relays the message to what's the word called?
Mume?
Mume.
To Mume that he can head back to camp first, and that Mia and Ghost will be joining shortly.
You sure you can get back to us?
Uh, Valerius looks at Floaty, then gestures to Mume. Floaty will float over and rest on Mume's shoulder. And I'll relay back on the message that as long as Floaty is with you, I'll be able to find you guys.
All right then. Safe travel. Be careful.
Valerius
Uh,
nods.
I will. For at this moment, I trying to hold on to like the construct floaty, because last time I did something because I was in Ghost Walk, it was left behind, so I was just holding on to it now. Yeah.
Closey is in the paws of Mume. It's like
And
it's a very cold little construct.
yeah.
And it's very ticklish in your paws.
Uncomfortable angle. Okay. And then I'll start dashing back, making uh actually he says he can find a way back, so I'm going to not dashing back but walking back, try to cover all the tracks that I have made. So roughly half of how fast I'm going, so I'm likely going to take an hour before reaching back to camp.
Okay. Do you want to move to the position of the others, or do you want to wait? Oh wait, you're going straight to camp? Because they're not.
I'm going because
haven't
they
reached.
said they have to cover. I have to cover back for their tracks, right? So I'm going back to first the town where
Mm-hmm.
the refugees was,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there I will go follow the tracks of where they are heading, and then cover that as well.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. It takes you a while, actually, but because you're still a lot faster than one old guy, three kids, and a bunch of other people. So you catch up with them
All right.
eventually.
The floor is you guys.
Hilarious. Mube is now gone.
I'll turn back to after like a minute of waiting. Valerius turns back to Ghost. It's just us now. You okay?
Of the three of you, are you the one that changed the least?
Valerius shrugs. Maybe. I would like to think that what the matriarch has made me do hasn't changed who I am.
I mean in battle.
Valerius kind of laughs and is like, oh, come on, Ghost. You both know that battle wasn't my forte. Scouting, infiltrating, that was my job. Never fighting. At least not as effectively as you.
When we work together,
We do
I
work
didn't
together.
trust any of you.
Well, I don't know what I can say right now to make you have any trust in me.
What I did trust in was that if any of you tried something funny, I would be stronger.
I guess that is pretty good assurance that you could beat us all down if one of us actually does turn. Or all of us.
Well, Gunlag and Bosk are stronger now.
Seems to be the case. I could barely touch them. But that's nothing. Just because they're
Hell
stronger.
do I trust?
How do you trust? Well, I'm fairly certain you can still beat me in a fight pretty easily.
So why we're talking?
Valerius lets out a small smile. It's like, well, I suppose that's true. Look, I don't know what the matriarch did to us, and as much as I like to give my assurance that we're the same people that you knew 200 years ago, but I can give you my solemn assurance that you can most definitely win me in a fight anytime, anywhere. So I hope that gives you enough trust, at least from me.
You're not the one I'm worried about. How's the two?
They're taking it hard, but showing up a brave front to make sure the refugees are all right.
Refugees?
Yeah, an old man, some children. They were the survivors of the attack.
And how are they behaving?
Predictably, sad, grieving, depressed. What you'd expect them to feel, I guess, after their entire home has been burnt down and everyone they knew died.
No, not the refugees. The two.
Ah, they're not okay. I don't think anyone would be okay if we learned the truth of the ordeal we went through. Gunlog is not taking this well. Bosk is trying, but she's trying to keep productive.
How much of them remains?
Their kind-heartedness for children is still there. They care about the people. They are who they were 200 years ago.
Hmm. And what do they remember of me?
Well, they have the same question I did when I first saw you. Where's Wendigo? And they're concerned. They asked me and Mumi to help find you. When Ghosts, even though it's been 200 years for you, it's only been like hours for us. You're still our friend. Of course we worry.
You know that I abandoned you, right?
I'm sorry you cut out.
Yeah, you cut out.
Sorry, let me try this again. Am I still cutting out?
Now it's
I
okay. I
don't-
think
Now-
if you go softer, it does.
It feels like either it's like too soft that the mic can't pick up the
You
audio.
know that I abandoned you, right? right.
Valerius nods. I know that. And not
I didn't
for.
see the Aegis mission going anywhere, so I bailed.
I know. You had your circumstances, you had your reasoning. And, well, you've known me long enough. Have I truly been logical most of the time? At least when it comes to people? I don't care about that. I don't hold any fault of that to you, to to anyone, to what happened to us. Well, except for the matriarch. I'm not going to resent you for what you did, nor am I going to question your choices as to what led you down that path.
You have no questions?
Valerius takes a step back and goes up and down. Has like from his like untrained medical eye, can he tell that Ghost is pretty much back okay?
Ghost is still a head popping out from a mound.
Ah, never mind. Then Valerius just looks down at the head then. Well, my only question at the moment is, are you coming back with me?
One more arm emerges from the mound and another, so at first it looks like a white turtle, and then the rest follows out. Alright. Alright, we can do this.
We can. We have to.
Have to?
Valerius nods. It's for the sake of surviving, no?
I thought you were going to say something about innocence.
uh, I, as much as I want to believe that, we both know that's no longer the case anymore. We just have to keep going day by day. Just keeping on surviving. Now then, the others have set up camp. Shall we?
Mhm. Ghost gets on all fours and starts lumbering his way back.
All right.
Okay.
We make our way back.
Just to figure out how much time you spend trying to find your way back, make your survival with advantage.
I have a question. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say that Valerius instinctively knows where the homunculus is at all times, but I forgot that, hey, going through the snow takes time as well, so I will make survival check now.
Mm-hmm.
18?
18 with advantage.
17.
It's not.
Oh wait,
it's not-
advantage. Okay.
Oh no, 6 and 17. Okay, 12. Ghost, you're still trying to get your bearings. Valerius, you know from point A to point B, like a straight line to your construct. However, there's still obstacles in your way. With a 17.
Oh, it's not the advantage for Ghost, is it?
Oh no, it's not an advantage for Ghost. The advantage was because Floaty is
Ah,
pinging.
Floaty is a sonar in the distance. Like,
Yeah.
yes, master, I'm here.
Ping. It takes you the usual time to get back to the house that you started from, but trying to find Floaty through the thickets, through the bush, especially since Mome had cleared off the footprints, you do
Yes.
eventually find them. But it is now very late into the night. It is probably about 1:30 in the morning. At this point, you reach maybe close to 2.
Is anyone taking watch?
Every probably. There's many people
If
at camp.
if the if none of the survivors taking watch, I'll be taking the first watch at least. For now,
You
at least.
reach the encampment there. Actually, Busk, when you reach the camp, what do you instruct them to do? Or Gunlag?
I
Because
assume like we have brought like tents with us.
mm-hmm.
So set those up and be like, okay, so this is where the fire was, indicate the fire pit. And then
Mino goes,
get everyone warm and comfy.
I don't think we should have a big fire since we're technically escaping.
Yes, just enough so that it would be like one of those hidden ones with reduced smoke. Because I was hiding too.
Fair. Okay. Yes.
Mm.
You would know how to do
I'll-
that.
I'll pull out whatever blankets I have and just kind of give them to everyone else and not to really worry about it.
The rest of the stuff is with your friend Valerius in the hole.
Right. Okay, so he should be over soon enough. I don't know about you, Gunlog, but I'm beat. I'm gonna go collapse over there.
You
Yeah.
guys do that. I'll take first watch, and then I don't know if any of you guys wanna do watches.
I
The-
will assist you if you're taking watch. I'll take the second after you.
Thanks.
Good stuff.
And
All right.
Gunlag
Good night.
will offer to take a watch because right now she's exhausted but not willing to close her eyes to sleep because apparently we've been asleep for a very long time and the idea of like going to sleep again is horrifying.
Okay, let me make a roll for. Nah, she does not read that at all. She's like, sure. Yeah. So I'll take the first one. Mume, right?
Yes. I'm Mume.
You'll take the second one, and
I look at Kun Lao.
I
You don't know her name.
yeah.
Um.
I don't think we. I'm sorry. I'm Minu.
All right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. She doesn't know, but all right. I know who you are. I'm going to look at Kun Lao, and I'm going to see like, can I do an insight check at why she decided to take a watch? Because she is as tired as the doctor there. So why would she not rest? Is the question I have.
Go ahead.
Didge. You can make an insight, Gunlag. You can choose to make a deception or performance. Up to you. You don't have to tell us which one.
Okay, I will do it to the GM so you can see.
Okay.
It's a natural one, but it will bump me back to
Oh.
17 because I cannot roll a 1 or 9.
Okay, Gunlag. What is on your brave face?
She's just, from what you can tell, like she looks tired, but she looks alert. She looks like she's ready to help and wanting to help out, and like seemingly like while looking a bit hurt and tired, she looks like she's okay to do this.
Seems fine.
Don't see any weird reasons why she shouldn't be or anything that's honestly probably not even things that you would be expecting to see.
Okay. Okay. If Mume doesn't choose to pursue, we will time skip a little bit.
I'll take the third watch.
Yep.
Has oh, right, we haven't arrived yet.
Not yet.
I'm just
You
saying Gunlag is not gonna sleep for the first two shifts either. She'll probably read through the book. She'll stare out into nothing. She'll probably like half doze, like when your head kind of like drops a little bit and then you like jerk yourself up.
Okay. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Probably on
13. You do try to keep awake, but because you're at 2 exhaustion points,
Mhm.
you didn't make the con save. You actually fall asleep. About halfway through the second watch.
Mm.
But that's about the same time as Valerius and Valerius and Ghost return lumbering. So you don't see them come in, but Mumi, you do.
I look to Gunlao and I place what do you call the makeshift blanket over her shoulders, not to wake her up, and then I walk towards Valerius. I see you managed to get back here.
Yeah, not really too hard, though the elements slowed us a little bit.
Uh,
How's the party settled?
um, fine. The doctor went to bed after giving instructions of where to do what. Immediately went to bed, like literally. Um, Not sure about her. She seems like she's strong enough to take watch, but not that strong. And then I look to now the sleeping uh, Gunlock that is probably sitting with her books open, but like already doze off type of situation.
Mm.
Not even sure that she fall asleep herself.
Valerius, you don't need to make any checks. You know that when you were woken up, you were in a bad way.
I equated as like what the 200 years of not resting has finally caught up to me.
Can be whatever, but you know that she should sleep.
She should what?
She should sleep
Ah,
or
yeah.
remain
All right.
sleeping.
I press the warm blanket. But then I look at towards Mume. Okay. Who's keeping watch for the rest of the night?
Will.
Sorry, what?
I will.
Valerius looks at Ghost. Very well then. I will get some sleep. Then bids both Mume and Ghost good night and finds a place to hunker down.
I will also take my rest. Eventually go to rest, but I
Mhm.
would try to wake up as early as I can because I have ritual to do.
Okay. Let's just say because
Ghost
these
will take watch, and he will be watching the group as much as he watches the surroundings.
okay, that is. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Ghost is among the party. Ghost is looking for any sudden twitches or movements or people getting up where they shouldn't. And for the surroundings, any movement that's bigger than a squirrel.
Okay, make me a perception check. Twice.
Mm.
Because you're taking 2 hours watch, right? I mean,
Yes.
4. Okay,
Does
big.
anything happen in the town?
Y'all don't know. It's far enough away from the town that you have put out the fires. Nothing happens on your watch. You did see the little boy wake up and curiously snuggle up to Bosk. The night
Oh, so
passes
cute.
by with
Ghost
no
will
interruption.
s-
I do have to remind people that if you sleep in an uncomfortable place, you only get half your hit points back and half your hit dice back, but everything else is the same.
So, GM, do you still have the combat token that Mume has? Because I'm not sure how much HP he had.
Oh shit.
I remember 23, but in my character sheet it was 63. So, do you still have it?
Let me check. Okay,
I'm
where is Mooms? Where is the Mooms?
Moomy.
29.
29. Okay, thank you.
Okay, does anybody else need like a hit point check?
No,
Nah,
No.
we're
Nah.
good.
I'm good.
Okay.
Morning comes.
We roll for badness.
Yes. What is the dice check again?
Fun times! You just roll a d20. I would like to ask if anybody takes an extra nap.
What do you
We
mean
can
extra?
take extra naps.
I mean, it's really up to you. Y'all are tired. I mean,
I-
the ones with 2 exhaustion points are like tired.
I would totally take an extra nap if it is allowed.
Like, what do you mean extra nap? Like, as in
Like,
no belongings?
as people start packing up to continue moving, they will not wake you up until it's time to go.
As soon
Oh.
as Gunlag can rouse, she will. But like that depends on how tired the American she is as well. But-
It's exhaustion points. It's mostly for story reasons. You do need 8 hours rest though. So, well, 6 plus 2. So I would say you- Huh?
Valerius would not bother both of them. It's like, yes, these two are tired.
Yes. Boss does have a habit of just sleeping.
So, let's just say boss continues to sleep. The kid does wake up because he's excited. He has a new car. It's pushed his mind away from the trauma from before. And I would like, okay, is that everyone? 18, 10.
Not me.
I have not rolled yet. One second.
Hilarious. Let's go.
I had to close the tab. No. Sorry.
It's just a D20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
I know.
He closed the
No, I
whole
closed
last
the
roll
whole
Close
tab.
roll
Yeah.
20, which is the place we need to roll.
Yeah, 1 second.
like,
Oh, man.
lol.
Never mind, we can continue while he prepares.
Yes.
I
his
also need to
roll.
roll a d6 for my short solitaire, but I'll keep that note for myself. lah.
Yeah. I trust you guys. Do your rolls that you need to.
19.
All of you are fine. Okay.
Yes.
You get half your hit points and hit dice back,
Okay, awesome.
and people start rousing, packing up. You hear Mina go. Here's the thing. I heard some of you guys are kind of sick, and then the cleric goes, yes. I think I can get rid of 2 of the ailments. And she looks at the 2 children first. I'll start with them. And then she casts a lesser restoration on the 2 of them.
Which two? The boy
the
and the
2
girl?
kids. Yeah.
The not
Other
Myers?
The richer ones.
Mhm,
The one with the obviously
Or
coughing one and
cuter.
her brother.
The
Yeah,
cuter ones.
the 2 that I saved.
The 2 that you saved. I'm afraid that's the extent of what I can do. But at least they're safe. And then she looks at Boss, who is asleep, and then she looks at Goodnug. Do you remember what your friend mentioned about who is ill?
Oh, well, both of the children and I think the foreign ladies were
Meyer also has it pretty bad.
you're sick. I think everyone except for the old man really has at least traces
like-
of the illness.
That's
Ghost will turn to Valerius. Valerius, have you told them about the leaders?
Valerius nods.
the what?
The
Oh, the leeches. Yeah.
The
The
leeches,
leeches.
yes,
Yeah.
which is what he calls it. Mume is going to say like, Well, if you have the abilities to do so, I believe that kid over there, the one that is excited of his new carpet, apparently, um, also need attention.
Hmm. I can try to heal them. Um, can I cast detect poison and disease first and just see? Wait, does that last or is that something to do afterwards? Concentration 10 minutes.
It's a concentration.
Yes, I'd like to do that and then cast Lesser Restoration and see if that works. So I can like see if that changes the illness.
Okay, are you doing that on the boy first? On
I'll
Meyer?
start whoever is willing to go first, pretty much.
The two ladies are very, very keen, but they actually make me an insight check.
Okay, okay.
I would like to declare to the DM that I have changed my prepared spells for the day. I now have purified food and water.
Nice. Insight 2020. Hindsight 2020.
We
Um,
already passed 2020.
I
uh,
also have Leoman's tiny hut.
oh, Leoman's tiny hat would be crazy good, actually, overnight. I'm
Yep.
just saying. Okay. So with 20, you see that the two older dwarven women are very eager to get rid of the ailments, but they are looking at the little boy, understanding that demanding to be healed first as adults would be a social faux pas.
Yeah. Um, and this boy, is that the one that was snuggling up with Busk, or is it the other one?
It's the one snuggling up with Boss. The two more affluent kids, the better dressed kids, are healed.
Yeah. So I'll approach him, but I'll approach him kind of slowly because I realize that he's been wary of me, and I'm a little concerned about that. But I'm not really sure exactly what.
He
Um,
is so go ahead. Let me just add, like, he is distracted sitting on the carpet right now making Numing voices.
Right. I will speak to him at least.
I would like to say that I also have my spell storing thing prepared for the day. I have lesser restoration prepared. I have 10 usages of it.
Okay,
I will just
ahead.
start shooting everyone if I have to cure them.
Yeah. Well, I'll approach him and just say, "Hello. Would you would you mind if I tried to heal you? You seem to have um something on your shoulder."
He
Gunlaw,
he tenses up.
Gunlaw,
Yeah.
you would feel a ghost watching you.
Okay. Is it similar to? I feel like Wendy would often also like kind of watch people. Does it feel similar?
Similar to that, but more tense.
Okay. She ignores it for now.
Right, the kid is crazy tense now that you've come closer. He slowly moves away from you. You know how they just scooch back, still sitting down, until he's at the edge of the carpet.
Um, I don't have to if you don't want to, but I think it'll really help because I think you've got a bit of sickness in you, and I can really help.
Make me a persuasion check.
Not a oh, it's a disadvantage anyways, but I
Yeah.
feel like it should be a disadvantage regardless.
I
11.
mean, you didn't hurt him so far, so he's at baseline. He just remembers.
Yeah, and he saw the waffle iron coming towards his head, right?
Exactly. No, he almost died. Like, he straight up almost died. 16.
The disadvantage
You
because
Oh,
still
11.
exhausted.
Uh you say that and he scooches over again and he falls off into the snow. It's
Okay.
not high enough, but it's almost comical if not for the situation.
Just instinctively and like reactively, she's gonna like step over much closer and kind of like crouch down to like help him up, but probably get really, really close to him just without thinking.
This child is incredibly stoic. You did not see him scared until you were near him the night before, where he was just in tears. But those tears did not come with crying. It was tears of fear and potential death. His face this time, the tears did not run. It was a face of resignation.
The moment she sees that, she pauses and like takes a step back. Um, we can do this later when you're ready, but I really should try to treat you sooner rather than later. Okay, it's just I'll be over here, so just let me know when you're ready. Yeah.
Make me another persuasion check.
Mhm. She doesn't fully understand what she's done.
And so it's better. One better.
Well,
One. Um, you see him blink. You think you got through to him, but you know that he has to come to you.
in the meantime, I will go to Ghost.
Don't you have the 2% you need to heal first?
Oh no, let it happen. Let it happen.
Okay.
Ghost will step back from her. Hmm.
Hi, Wendy. I mean, Ghost, right?
Who are you?
Yeah. I'll just hold up my hand. There you go. Good luck. I think Valeria said, and
Unlock could not have done what you did.
we hurt you, didn't we?
You were more than competent.
Ouch. I'm, I guess, yeah, I feel really strong. I don't know. It's like I saw you like 2 days ago, but I feel different. Like I feel like my body is different. My magic is kind of different, but I don't know why.
I know why. You had practice. You were out there in the field. And you weren't hesitating. You weren't held back.
I'm really sorry for hurting you. So
I underestimated you.
it wouldn't be the first time, I don't think.
If you, if Bosk, if we'd been like this back then, Aegis wouldn't have lost.
Are you still the person I remember?
No.
Is Wendigo in there? Are you the thing that I spoke to a couple of times that wasn't Wendigo that was in there?
Is gone. What's left is a ghost.
Did we meet you back then?
That was not me. I was just a shell. The Wendigo host. The ghost.
I don't really understand.
Uh,
But it seems we're both a bit different.
I don't think you understood back then as well as you do now.
Are you trying to say I don't understand shit?
No. You have an idea now of what it means to want to win for all the reasons.
I'm not sure what I want at all right now. I think, if anything, I can understand being a shell.
I think you need to heal them first.
Yeah, right. We got time later, right? And get to know each other again. I wanted to say I'm sorry.
No, I should be.
Not. I'll go heal the two dwarf ladies.
The two dwarf ladies are covering the fire right now as they speak to Minu. Minu is excitedly talking to them, trying to dissipate any bad feels, like the bad vibes. She's not into it, and she's like, "Oh, you know, when we were stuck in the chapel, I noticed that you and your wife seemed to be quite intense." And then one of the lady goes, "Oh, no, no, no. We're not married yet. We're going to, I hope." And then she looks to the other one. "Oh, hello. I didn't realize you were done with your little situation. If you wouldn't mind, do you mind
No, of course. Just hold out your hands. No, cause less resto on both of them, and on the priestly lady as well.
Oh, the priest lady is fine.
Okay, she's done it herself
Yeah.
already.
So, with your detect poison and disease, was it? You know that the old man and the priest lady is a-okay. Also,
Okay.
the richer kids are okay now.
So I'll do the last three of them,
Okay.
or the two ladies, and then when the kid is ready, he can.
Yeah.
I'll
The kid is
stay,
still
like,
just
nearby.
watching you.
Yep.
The two ladies put essentially they hold out their hands, and glinting in the morning sun, if there is a sun, morning light, Ghost, you hear excitement in your head as the older, no, it's the younger lady with her voice like bells, chiming excitedly. She's excited about the potential for marriage. She asks you whether you heard, whether you see the rings. They're such pretty rings. And then you hear her say, keep them near.
All right. At least someone's happy.
You get an emotion of mild fulfillment and joy at seeing this couple be so close, and as they are healed, the feelings of joy deepen. Gunlag, you managed to heal the two ladies. They thank you profusely. We don't really feel any different, but I trust you. It seems that Miss Turden trusts you as well.
You look
I
different
I'm Branby.
inside, so you should be fine.
She nods. I'm Branby, and this is Omer. I used to be the smithy in that little village. Omer's the baker.
It's really nice to meet you. You know, either me or the other cleric here, either one of us should be able to do some sort of wedding ceremony for you.
Excitedly, they look at you like, in this current dire situation, you have not seen eyes shine so brilliantly, and the joy is infectious.
Sorry, I can't do it today, but because I didn't think about that when I woke up this morning.
No, just hearing this is great news. We're we we would delight. It would be great if. Look, I personally don't want to leave this mortal coil without being joined with my love here.
Well, we seem to have taken a lot from you, so the least I can do is try to give something back.
You get a very uncomfortable laugh. Like she realizes what you just did, or she remembered what you just did, and you see her pull back a little bit, but the warmth is still there. It's just a temporary shock. Right. Look, from what Miss Turnen said, trust her. And then both of them look at the little boy. Meyer, sweeter, come here. He remains standing behind the carpet. He's always got something in between you and him. Meyer, come on, she's not going to hurt you. Meyer. That thing hurts, doesn't it? And you see him reach to his back again, attempting to scratch the wound. It's now hidden behind clothes, but you know it's there. Bosk is still knocked out. Slim. Here, look, Meyer, she healed us. And she's going to make you feel better. Come. He remains standing where he is. Do you do anything?
I'll just reassure him
Well,
once again, just when you're ready. I realize it probably doesn't sound like much, but I really, really promise not to hurt you.
Ghost will speak up. It won't hurt you. I'm watching her.
Make me a
watching?
persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow. I would like to use my inspiration.
Okay, you take a 20. I was about to say he stumbles backwards again. This time, scary.
Good. It's scary.
The kid sees you, and for some reason he views you as a gentle creature and not a terrifying one. This you I don't know if you feel taken aback by this, but this is something that is not afforded to you on a regular basis. A look of kindness, a look of thankfulness. As he looks towards you with assurance, he takes a step forward. Slow, methodical. And at that point, boss, can you make me a wisdom? No. Let me see. Let me see. A con save.
Con save.
Oh,
17.
good save.
You
What happened?
you feel a pull. Something is attempting to wake you up, but you manage to quash it down. Whatever the feelings of crawling under your skin the night before is attempting to rouse you, but it's not working. Still nap time.
Ah, very good.
The kid takes another step forward.
Well, as opposed to yesterday when I touched his shoulder, this time I will just hold my hand out so he can touch it when he's ready.
The kid moves forward tentatively, reaches his hand out. I'm gonna make a roll. Hang on.
True.
Okay. This kid is like just rolling 20s. That is all he rolls.
Good job.
He reaches his hand out. And touches you. Boss, can you make me another Constitution saving throw?
I'm gonna try to cast Lesser Restoration at him, and even gonna upcast it to level 3 because I feel bad for scaring him,
Okay.
which doesn't really do anything other than expensive. Like it's like slightly stronger magic.
19. You're still asleep, boss, but the pulling feels stronger. This time it's making you have weird dreams. That kid touches you and you cast Lesser Restoration at level 3.
Mhm.
You feel like a bump under his skin move against yours, like tendrils searching for a place to infect. As your spell goes through, whatever that bump was, whatever that tendril was, you feel it recede from his arm. You watch his eyes clear a little bit. But is the detect disease still there? Is it still on?
Yeah.
You-
Like if it had like gone out, I would cast it again so I can monitor the kid when
Okay.
I'm casting it to see that it's working.
You feel like it was stronger before. It's lessened now, but it's still there.
Do I like the slimy kind of crawly feeling? Did I like did it touch me? Like does it feel like it's in me?
You felt like it didn't break any skin barrier.
I do a little flinch, I think, anyways, and like when I first feel it.
The kid is still touching your hand. He's not holding on or anything. His eyes clear, but he still looks at you very tentatively. Like this is not something he is actively doing.
Yeah. Alright. cast it again because that was really weird, and I felt like it didn't take.
What
Is
level
the
are you
restoration?
casting it at?
Um, I'm trying it at level 4 this time since it didn't feel like it was working at level 3.
Okay, you cast that spell. You watch the kid's face sort of pale a little bit. Boss, make me another Constitution save.
Another Constitution save.
23.
Just rolling higher and higher.
I know. It's just like, let me sleep.
I am determined to nap.
This checks out.
This is me IRL.
Yeah.
This is Bubbles all over again, cause the woman's tiny hut closes the door, goes to sleep. You watch the child pale, like the blood recedes from his face for a while, and
Oh.
you watch
Truthfully, there are
him
no side
Yeah,
effects, right?
I'll
just
grab his hand like a little tighter if I look like see him go pale, like in case he falls over.
he's a little bit woozy. It's a good thing that you grabbed his hand. Make me a perception check.
Okay. Is it not more of like an insight thing?
No, I'm gonna check if you see stuff. Okay, 30. You
I
you
see
see
lots
lots
of
of things. You see ghosts. You see. No, I'm kidding. His shoulder, where the
boil has
mark
moved.
was,
Gasp.
the boil has not moved. The striations of the goo of the whatever that black thing is that has slowly been creeping up his neck recedes further, and you think you should check out the boil.
Can you pull your shirt down? I just want to have a look at.
He
It feels really strange.
make
Sorry,
me
can I?
a persuasion with advantage.
Yeah, I'll ask. Well, that makes it just straight up. Oh yeah, shit. The perception earlier should have been 22 as well, because disadvantage because
Oh
one
yeah,
social.
you can still see with the 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
Well-
Valerius nearby by chance?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
cool.
y'all have not left.
Okay, we're just
If
staring.
necessary, you can wake me up.
We're staring at
Okay.
situations, and I'm looking at Gunlaw. It's like, should
Yeah.
I get Doc Bosk? I whisper
was
this
just,
into your
like,
ear.
Right now, I'm just like kind of curiously like, looking to see what it is I'm dealing with before like waking the doctor and being like, "Hey, have a look at this." Like, I want to know what it is I'm like telling her about first, if that makes sense.
Valerius nods. Is like, okay. You need me to get the good doctor? Just let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, the kid
You know.
trusts you and turns around and sort of pulls up the shirt. It's cold.
I'm
You look
Is that
down.
normal?
Yeah, I mean the weather's cold. It's
Oh,
cold.
okay. I thought the kid was cold.
The kid
no,
is
No.
the
Weather's
kid is cold because the weather is
I'm pretty
cold.
sure he has like
Yes,
a blanket
yes.
he can hug on his front or something and just like apologize and say, "I just needed to have a really quick look."
He nods
We'll
again
stand like
wordlessly.
little wall behind the kid to try and block some of the wind. That's all I
Okay,
can.
that helps a lot actually, and he actually holds on to you.
Okay.
That
Fuzzy and
boil,
warm.
indeed, he has his own weather protection. You see that whatever striations have receded into the boil, and the boil has taken it looks fat. It looks fat like a pimple about to explode.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Huh.
But the boy looks relatively okay.
And do I still like detect any like a trace of the disease in there?
It you think the disease is still there, but it's very, very concentrated, and you don't like what you're detecting because it's slowly going from disease. Like the feeling of disease is slowly ebbing, but you know that thing is
Right.
not going away.
Okay, so I'm gonna try one last time at like level 7, which is like one of my highest
God
slots.
damn. Level
It's
7
like-
lesser
Jesus,
restoration.
nice.
Throw this shit into the kid, and then my next step
At
is
what
remove
point does
curse.
it become a greater restoration?
Exactly. No,
Yeah.
but greater
When I have
restoration, you guys
the
don't have
customers.
gems. You
Yeah,
guys
when I
don't have
the
diamond
customers.
dust.
So in the meantime, and like my next step is remove curse, and then it's like make the doctor and be like, I've tried all this shit. Like you figure it out.
Okay.
While this is happening, Valerius is gonna start casting Identify to see if the boy is under the effect of any spells.
Okay, you don't feel any spells. There is not spells coming out of this child. Boss, make me a final Constitution saving throw.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine.
It's
21.
so good.
Damn.
You only have +3 for God's sake.
In
I
in
only
your
roll
dream.
really high if it's to go to sleep.
Exactly. That checks out. Bosk
Special
is
case.
just incredibly lazy and tired all the time. Okay. Bosk, inside, while you sleep, you have visions of cloudy ink surrounding you. You are underwater, but you can breathe. You're conducting a symphony. It's like being in one of those musicals, one of those orchestral shows that your mother and father used to take you. And you would sit there bored. But this time you're not bored. You're taking the conductor's one and you're floating it through the water. And this black ink follows you over and over. Left and right. Follows the symphony. You didn't think you could remember the songs. But you do for this one.
Oh,
And a feeling of claustrophobicness. I don't know what the actual word is, but you feel
Claustrophobia?
closed up. Suddenly, very, very suddenly. As that ink coagulates in front of you, this time it swells before you and you try to control it. And just as you think you've got a handle on it, it suddenly jumps towards you and through you. And the kid, as you cast at 7th level, good luck. I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. I am not good at those.
14.
14.
I'm
Well,
a flash of genius that. So that becomes a 19.
19. Okay, 19. You focus on the boil. You channel your magical energy through the child. And you feel your magic course through his body. And suddenly you watch as this boil bubbles.
ugh.
And really quickly. And you have just enough time to react. As Valerius, how do you add the extra numbers, Valerius?
Can I say that when Valerius notices that the boils touch the bubble, he's reminded of a time where he tried cooking something and then the oil bubbles at the top of the pan and it just frays out. So
Yes.
seeing is that how the boil is doing the same thing, Valerius is like, oh shit, just starts to shove his shield directly in between I was like a Gunlog and the boy. And try to shove her away.
Okay.
Yoink.
I'm gonna say that you rush towards her as the boil bubbles and suddenly shoots out these tendrils. It's like you know when nematodes escape like an insect when it touches water? Yeah, that's what it looks like, except it's also liquid. So it rushes towards Gunnog. And you bring your shield down and you push her and yourself away as that thing splatters up into the air and then melts into the ground.
I have my pistol drawn. I am pointing it at where the what's it called? Where the worms got into. I'm gonna quickly start moving towards the boy and unabashedly shove him away from the danger zone and start firing into the snow where the worms went into.
Okay.
Ghost will take the boy and turn him away from the violence and start moving away from it.
Okay, Ghost, you see a gaping wound in the boy. Not enough to actually cause him harm, but something that could possibly get infected if you don't treat it. You know enough to think that. Valerius, you shoot into the ground, and after shooting a few rounds, you realize that whatever those tendrils are, they have turned into liquid and are no more.
Valerius looks at Gunlog. I think it's time we get the doctor.
Yeah. No shit.
Ghost will go back to the cleric dwarf lady and says, "And the worst is gone. You can patch this."
The
And
cleric.
he'll give the boy a pat on the head just for safety.
I'm assuming at this stage we can no longer feel any trace of sickness in the
Yep.
kid, right?
You don't feel any traces of disease around you, and that is where we're gonna stop for today.
No.
Good job, guys.
Oh,
You narrowly missed, actually. Yeah, fun times. Thank you everybody for watching. Happy Halloween, happy birthday to Kang.
Hey,
Hey,
happy
thank you.
birthday,
And we'll see
Kang.
you next week. Bye.
Mm,
bye.
bye.